Determined veteran, what's going on? There's some bald eagles flying. We got 5 people. Salty Stang. Yo, my little pumpkin. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Yeah, when are you going to the drag strip, Jack? Tommy Main, what's going on? Friday night. Sweet. So does that have like a built-in like trans brake or anything like that? Like you can get on the S550? Ellis swap it. No, boy. It just depends on what mode you're in. So I'm assuming it's got like a drag mode. I mean, I guess that'd be the only mode that you'd be able to use a trans brake in. Where's old Speed Addict at? Salty Sting said, I was at the strip this past weekend just hanging out and talking smack and watching my cousins race their cars. My cousin let me make a pass in his Pro Mod Camaro. Really? And what kind of number did you run, Salty Sting? They call it race mode, but it doesn't. Something weird with the shift points. What do you mean something weird? Like it doesn't shift where you would want it to shift? A 476. That's pretty badass, man. What you said it was a Pro Mod. I'm gonna assume Mustang, or was it not a Mustang? You have to explain it on the phone. All right, that's cool. Man, a 3-second car. So he detuned it so you could make a pass? Ah, okay. Bet you that was a fun ride. He'll eat a Mustang's lunch. I don't know, man. We'll see. Let's see what happens. As you saw the title of this live stream, something might happen. We got 3 people in here. Kind of wonder if it's a little bit early, but I was trying to get this live stream done before food arrives. Okay, so spill the beans. We only got 4 people, but we can go ahead and start talking about it. Used to be my car. I sold it in back in 2003, but when I owned it, it was a 100% street car. I took no credit for what the car is today. Yeah, so the street car, and he turned it into a Pro Mod. Either way, pretty sweet. So anyway, the guys that are in here. So my last live stream, we talked about making my 2016 GT a 2020 GT 500 killer. So if I'm going to do that, then I would probably want to drive that car more often, and I'll definitely want to race it. So I'm kind of thinking that, you know, if I have that car, and for what I'm thinking about with it, you know, it should be pretty quick. I had no intention, well, I won't say no intention, but the intention with Coyote Ugly was to make it as fast as possible, naturally aspirated, and then, you know, later on down the road, you know, put a power adder on it. But in order for me to make my 16 a GT 500 killer, I obviously would have to put a power adder on it. So, you know, with that expense and, you know, trying to keep up with multiple cars, because, you know, we also have the Nova that we're trying to build. And, you know, that is going to take a ton of work, and it'll take some maintenance, I'm sure, you know, along the road. But, you know, it just doesn't make sense to have multiple cars. So, you know, why not thin the herd, so to speak? And the plans that I'm thinking about with my 16, you know, should make it pretty damn fast. So I'm kind of thinking, why would I want to have a car that's fast and then drive a car that's built mostly for drag racing that's slower? Now, a lot of people have said, you know, build Coyote Ugly or put a turbo on it or supercharger or whatever, but that's not really, kind of not what I want to do. I want to have something that'll be good for the channel, you know, and I think the S550 would be better, you know, to make it fast and also make it, you know, leave it a street car with, you know, with all the amenities, you know, AC, the power steering, all that good stuff, you know, hop in it, drive it anywhere, but also make it, you know, fast as hell. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And in order to do that and do it safely, it's going to take a lot of money. So if I sell Coyote Ugly, then, you know, that can fund a lot of things. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, kind of what I'm going to, and it would be a lot less, I think it would be a lot less stress on me, you know, to only have, you know, my 16 and then the Nova, of course, you know, the daily foxbody, you know, just have those cars to maintain and work on. Because right now, you know, there's a lot of stuff I have for each car that, you know, something's not going to get done because I just don't have the time. So, you know, I'm kind of leaning towards just building the 16, you know, making it the GT 500 killer that I want it to be, and leave it at that, you know, sell Coyote Ugly and use that money to fund other things. So with that said, what do you guys think? You know, what are your opinions? And since I only have Determined Veteran and the Salty Sting that are commenting, you know, what do you guys think as far as, you know, being better for the channel, you know, you know, having, I guess, the best of both worlds, street car and what's up, Demon Fox, you know, street car and, you know, be able to take it to the drag strip and bust some ass. So as far as power adders to the 16, which way would you want to go? I'm kind of looking at everything, you know. I've actually been talking to Ken, talking to Determined Veteran a little bit, and just kind of looking at everything, looking at superchargers, turbos, you know, you name it. I'm just kind of looking and seeing what's out there and seeing what would be best, you know, cost effective, yet, you know, make good power. So, Underfed, what's going on, man? And why sell the Fox? Actually, to kind of summarize it for you, in my last live stream, I was talking about making my 2016 a GT 500 killer. it would take a lot of money to have that car to make it what I want it to be, and to keep up with Coyote Ugly and keep running it. Hopefully the 2016 will be a hell of a lot faster than Coyote Ugly. So I don't think I'd want to go back to a slower car. A lot of people say build both, but can't afford to do that. So selling Coyote Ugly would free up some funds to help build the 16, and the Nova. I'm sure it's going to need some more stuff. So it would be a lot easier on me, and a lot more less time consuming, to have basically one car that's, that I'm going to build to be badass. Eventually I'm going to restore the daily driver, but currently it's still the daily driver. So until I get something else, daily drive, it's, the modifications and stuff that I want to do with it is going to kind of be put on hold a little bit. So that's kind of the gist. So let's see. Salty says VMP Gen 3 would be plenty enough to spank the 2020 GT500 easy. Yeah, not only do I want to be able to do that, but I'm going to want to go even faster. Right off the bat at the drag strip, I'm thinking at least mid-10s, and then shoot for 9s shortly after that. Let's see. Underfed says I get the money thing, but the Fox should be cheaper to build than S550. Not necessarily. As far as, yes, it would be, because it's got a lot of the parts already, but I do want to do something that would be better for the channel, and I think the S550 would be more popular. And I want the best of both worlds, be able to drive it on the street, still have the air conditioning, still have all that stuff, and it just be fast as hell is what I'm looking for. So let's see. DV says build S550. Go look at Hell Horse Performance. Salty says BMP all the way. DV says it won't take much to build a car that can smash a GT500. Underfed said Ken Bell if you want real power in VMP. Honestly, an on3 turbo setup works great. Ken Bell will be a great supercharger. We spoke about it the other day. And let's see, and look at the 1320 chick's car. She has a built bottom end in her S550 with the Whipple, and hell, she's knocking on 8s. Yeah, exactly. Hers is what, an 18 or a 19. So it's got a little bit of advantage there. But yeah, that's kind of precisely what I'm talking about. Her car, she's running super low 9s, and she could take that car and drive it anywhere she wanted to. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If you guys watch It's Just a 6, his car, I think he still has everything in his car as far as AC and all the creature comforts and all that stuff. So it's going to be kind of like that. And then once mine is built and hopefully hauling ass, I'm really looking to do a YouTuber call out. So 1320 chick, It's Just a 6, Speed Addict 731, even Determined Veteran, Xander 13. I want to do a big YouTuber call out and see who's got the fastest car. Take it to the drag strip and let's beat the hell out of them. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So that's the goal, really. Let's see. I gotta remember though, she is running the 10-speed auto. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. She's got 18 or 19, so she's got an advantage there. I plan on right now remaining a manual transmission, because I do miss, shifting a manual transmission at the drag strip. If you've done it for as long as I have, or for as long as Ken has, it's kind of hard to get away from that and drive an auto. So I want to get back into a manual transmission. Let's see. Says, yeah, she is fast, but I want more with the cash she dropped. I don't know what she spent, as far as on her car. It's just a six, has a meetup in Dallas this weekend. I'm going. Yeah, DV, man, take a lot of video. Be looking for that. She spent well into the 40K range. Good grief, 40K for what? Does that include the car? And it's just a six is fast. Yeah, as far as I know, he's running like mid nines. Is that where he's at? G Funk, what's going on, man? What did you miss? Jay-Z Garage, what's happening, man? So what y'all missed? Basically, my idea is to build my 2016 to be the best of both worlds, drive it on the street, have some good street manners, and also be able to haul ass at the drag strip. We were talking about a 1320 chick. It's just a six, kind of like what they have done with their S550. So that is the goal. Let's see. It says, I just got here, but you better not sell that Fox. Man, it might happen. It might happen to help fund, the other project, my 2016. So she can still make her car a lot faster. She's still only on a 6 rib. Once she changes over to 10 rib, she's gonna. Yeah, and I guess she's just trying to see how fast she goes on 6 rib. Is that her goal? I hadn't been watching her channel lately, and I have my reasons why, but I'm not quite sure what her goals are. Hashtag save the manuals. That's right, man. I want to get back into it. I want to get back into a manual transmission. And Underfed says, I'm calling out everybody too soon as I get my rocket pack mounted. Do it, man. Call us out. 1320 chick with spank. It's just a six. I don't know, man. I think if he could get his launch down, I'm not sure. It's hard to know really what's going on, when you're not there or whatever. But it seems to me it's his launch from what I've seen. I don't know if I've missed any of his videos or whatever, but his launch is kind of suffering, in my opinion. I don't think he can launch it hard, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on with his car. I do know that he did recently pull the transmission and have to change the throw out bearing. So I'm not sure if that was causing him issues. I don't know. Not quite sure, but so she blew the first engine. That's why she had to build the bottom end. Yeah, I heard that, or I had seen that. I didn't watch the videos. Kevin Van Vorst is who I want to beat. I'm not even sure who that is. Probably live under a rock. Says, cool, whatever you make, whatever makes you happy, you still have the daily. Yep, I will still have the daily Fox. The plan for that car is to fully restore it someday. Someday. I do want to try to look into just a cheap daily driver, like a little Kia or something, something that gets good gas mileage, and that way I can take the daily Fox off the road and start doing things with it too. Her first motor had rod knock. So this is all good. Her dad is awesome, any builder and tuner. Yeah, he races a lot, or he's been racing for many years, from what I understand. So she never really drove it much, but her car wouldn't dyno because rod knock. DV says, I want a manual again so bad. Maybe one day I'll buy a manual. Yeah, man. Do it. Get a manual someday. And Demon Fox says, I really don't watch YouTubers that have new Mustangs. Man, what's up with that, Demon Fox? If I sell Coyote Ugly, as far as racing, that's what I have. So you got to keep watching. Start watching these people, man. Jay-Z says, I'll be getting my new clutch in the car this weekend. Hopefully I still have another 2 more weeks or so before I get my 2-stage training. Yeah, so he's had it. So what, it's going to take about 4 weeks total from when you pulled it to when you get it back? I was actually going to ask that. Ford Focus is a daily, stay away from the overseas market support. Yeah, I hear that. Took back Sunshine short block to the machine shop. It's good. it's good and potentially bad. I'm waiting to hear. How can it be good and potentially bad? Because you'll have to build it. How much would you sell Coyote Ugly for? I'm kind of thinking, you know, I've got the Mustang cams that I bought, the Gen 1 Mustang cams that my plan was to put in the car over the winter. So, you know, selling those with the car, the little bit of parts that I had gathered up, which I may keep some of them because I could probably use them on my 16. But I'm thinking probably, you know, as it sits with the wheels that are on it, the black wells up front, and then the American Muscle wheels on the back, and with the radials, I'm thinking around 12,000 is what, you know, I'd be happy with that, I guess, you know, walking away with 12,000 as it sits. There's more in it than that, but you know, it is what it is. The bad thing with that car is, yeah, I made a post on the Coyote Swap classifieds group today on Facebook, and you know, kind of asked, you know, what do you guys think price wise? And you know, one of the things as well, you know, the physical looks of the car, you know, is what would kill it from bringing more money, which that's fine because that was the whole purpose of the car. It's not supposed to be pretty. I just wanted it to go fast. So anyway, I'm thinking around 12,000 probably as it sits. If I take those wheels off and put the more street friendly fats and skinnies on it, probably around 11,000. Let's see. James Wiggins, what's going on, man? It's going. Just working and trying to find time to work on these cars and deciding what to do. Daisy said, yeah, he's said it's about a month turnaround time. Yeah, I really want to know how your how that transmission works out for you, because I'm thinking if I build my 16, that's probably, it's either going to be transmission or half shafts or clutch, I'm thinking is what would go on it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, I'm kind of curious as to how yours will turn out. Jane says, don't sell it, you'll regret it. Maybe, but if I build a 16 the way I want it, I don't think I'll have time to think about it. Let's see. It got bored before, never knew. Waiting to see. Oh, so what was it bored out to? 30 over before? Salty says, I like the black wells. Yes, I do too. And 12K is a good price. I think so. I think 12K is fair. You know, it doesn't have a lot of the, you know, the creature comforts that we've talked about in the past. You know, no AC, no power steering, no power brakes. It was built to potentially go fast. So, you know, that's the stuff that it didn't need. So there are some things that are kind of hurting, you know, what I'd be able to get for the car. But I think 12 is fair, honestly. James says worth every penny. I think so, man. I really do. Yeah, and you know, they're always going to comment on that, you know, the looks of it. Well, you know, yeah, that's fine, but that wasn't the purpose. You know, a lot of people don't know that. So it is what it is. No big deal. You know, you just ignore those people and, you know, let them talk their crap online, you know, if they want to, you know, as Jack would say, you know, keyboard warriors, just let them do it. I just ignore them. And Demon says, I'm old school. I enjoy watching guys bring the old stuff back to life and making sharp cars. Actually, Demon, you should buy Coyote Ugly. You might like it. And James says, doing good. Good, man. It's good to hear. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Just working, and my brain's going crazy trying to figure out what to do with these cars. But G-Force makes some killer half shafts. Yeah, the plan is to, from the get-go, you know, upgrade the drive shaft, the half shafts. I think I want to try to run the transmission as it is, just because that's a huge expense. And you know, it's not like I'm gonna go out there and, you know, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna go out there and, you know, zing it up to $6,000 and dump the clutch. You know, it's all going to take a little time to get the car running the way it should. And, you know, I'm going to run the stock transmission and see how it holds up. You know, if I upgrade everything else, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to go. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see how long it lasts, you know, trying to keep costs low in the beginning, you know, and upgrade as I need to on some things, on some of the bigger stuff. And let's see, you build a 16, get a turbo 400 or a glide, dump 6-speed. But I want to stay manual. I really want to stay manual, at least for now. While my legs still work, I want to try it. Let's see. It says not what it was bored to. They're going to clean up and see. Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know what you find out on that. That kind of sucks. As long as bald eagles fly around Old Glory, stands tall, I'm good either way. That's right. Either way, bald eagles are going to fly out of one of these cars or all of them. We'll see what happens. And Demon Fox says, I'm push rod all the way. I can understand that. The daily I think the daily is, you know, I thought about pulling the engine out of Coyote Ugly and selling the car as a roller, but you know, save the Coyote for the daily, but I think I want to leave the daily push rod. I really do, because, you know, if I restore it, you know, maybe a real mild build on the engine, you know, something just a little hot rod for the street, I think is what I'd want to do with it. And let's see, oil pump gear should be your first upgrade, and yes, that is actually one of the first upgrades that I will be doing. Also, for every brother that helped out with my fundraisers, thank you from what's left of my heart. All right, so yeah, those that were in Determined Veterans live stream for his fundraiser, man, he did really well, and you know, big shout out to everybody that donated. I mean, it was awesome. You know, we exceeded his expectations, which is always good. So hopefully the next one will be even bigger. Jay-Z said there isn't a whole lot of videos talking about the Caliber MT82, so I'll put out a good review on it once I get everything broken in. Yes, I definitely want to see that. I want to see how that works out. James says, I ever wonder why all the aftermarket sites only offer a driver's side half shaft. I need both for my 19. What do you mean only a driver's side half shaft? So I know they sell them in pairs. Underfits and manual valve body. Still not the same, man. Still not the same as using that left foot. Honestly, if you want to go real fast, swap the 16 over to auto. And yeah, the daily, you know, I might put like an alphabet cam in it. I actually have a motor on the stand. It's got GT40 heads, and I do have a true GT40 intake. So I'm kind of thinking that engine will go in the daily at some point. You know, maybe an alphabet cam. Holla Hard, what's going on, man? So I'd like to see his Fox kept, but if you sell, will you replace it? Well, the plan is if I sell Coyote Ugly, that I will use those funds for the 2016 and build that car to be one badass street car that I can take to the drag strip and knock off some killer numbers. So that is the plan. That's the plan regardless, but selling Coyote Ugly would actually help to move that project along. So let's see, James said they don't offer both that I have found. For a 19 only, or so I'm pretty sure I know 15 to 17 you should be able to get both of them. I mean, they sell them as a pair aftermarket, so I'm not sure. How about you buy a real car like a ZL1? I can't do it, man. I just can't do it. I like to drive it. I would love to drive it, but I don't think I could. I don't think I could buy one. Speed Addict 731. It's about time, man. I'm glad you finally showed up. See, G Funk said I'm going B Cam Mafia. Yep, my 92, the blue coupe that I've got on my channel, several years ago, they had a B Cam. I tell you what, that car would haul ass. Let's see. Holla hard. Yeah, man, I hope so. I hope it is. The car is going to have a new front fascia, and the plans are to get the new Cervini hood when it comes out. And I've heard December on that hood, which sucks. Really want that to come out. So it's going to look like a 2020 GT500, real close to it, but hopefully be able to spank that ass when they come out. So for the daily, can't go wrong with a B cam. Sounds awesome, great street manners, but give you just, yeah, I love the sound of a B cam. And in my go on my channel, go back to several years ago. Check out the Blue Coupe. There's the last track video I did on it, and there's an idle and rev video. And let me know what you think on that. It had the pipes violator cat back on it, and man, it sounded so good. I love that car, and I kicked myself in the butt for ever getting rid of it, but I did, like an idiot. Ken said he was doing this thing called work. What time is it? Let's see. Okay, I'll give you that. So it's 5:52 there. You're working too hard, Ken. Let's see. DV can't handle a Mustang. Ken, we don't want to lose him, so don't push a Mustang onto him. DV can't handle a Mustang. That might be a topic for a live stream, wouldn't you say, Jack? Let's see. A-hole hashtag DV crowd control. So who else is in here? We got 13 people, man. Let's chat it up. Let's see what y'all have to say. Let's see. If I buy a Mustang, I'll definitely put that sticker on it. Yeah, DV, I think if you buy a Mustang, you will have to have that sticker on there. I mean, that's going to be a must for you. So there's plenty of so many cars I've sold over the years I wish I had back. Hey, you ain't lying, man. I wish I had my very first Mustang. I'll probably never find one again. I'd love to find one. It was an 81 four-cylinder coupe with a 4-speed, no AC car. Man, I loved that car. And, first car. And then, as a young guy, saw one that was a little bit newer. Actually, it was an 86 and traded in. And, now, you look back, it's like, man, I wish I had those cars. That car, the outside was kind of like my daily is now. The paint was kind of shot on it, but the inside was pretty clean, man. And it was a coupe. Wish I had that car back. I'll probably never find another 81 coupe anywhere. See, Jay-Z, I couldn't imagine having two project cars. My current cars, dude, you ain't lying. Actually we have, so right now I've got Coyote Ugly. I've got my 16. I've got the daily, which I spent a little bit on the daily. We've got the 73 Nova, and I really want to do some more stuff with the 2016 Explorer Sport. I really want to do some things with that. I'd love to tune that thing because for what I understand, it's very similar to what, the F-150s have with the EcoBoost twin turbo. And man, they're picking up, 70, 90 horsepower with a tune. I'd love to tune that thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into that. I might not want to stop with it. So let's see. I want my damn supercharged 17 back. Really miss that car. Yeah, man, that car was fast, dude. It was pretty fast, and I only got to see that car once at Mustang Week, and never got to ride in it. That sucks. And let's see, Hannibug, what is going on? How goes it? Almost missed her. I'm glad DV said something there. Almost missed her. Let's see. Salty said, I was just thinking of that the other day. For some odd reason, it just stuck in my head. Ken went back and watched your old stuff on that car. It was sweet. Salty been missing it for a while. Might be making some moves. It seems like everybody is getting into this change it up, kind of mood lately. Yeah, Ken, I say, man, You know, if that car, if you were happier with that car and how it was set up, man, go for it, dude. Do it. Or a 18 or 19, supercharged. Hell, do it, man. Will a supercharger that fits a Coyote fit a Voodoo too? Ken would have to answer that one. I'm not sure. I think the cylinder head ports are the same. But from what I understand, a Voodoo is what, a 5.2 liter. Is it the same block? I don't know. Ken's going to have to answer that question. I don't even want to attempt to. If you ever sell the 500, I really think you should get another 17 auto like you had and finish what you started. It really sucks that. Winning. I think Ken should go with an 18 or 19 and put a big ass blower on it. That's what I think he should do. Or, maybe go with the same setup he had, but with that 10-speed auto, I think Ken could really make some stuff happen with that 10-speed. And they make a Whipple for the Voodoo. Really? Now, the Voodoo engine is what compression ratio on that one? Because the Voodoo is a higher compression, 12-1. Okay. Now, let's see. I'd go with the Elderbrock 2.65 and 1819 and mess some Whipple guys up. There you go. Do it. So the Voodoo, if Ken can explain, I haven't looked it up, and I probably should have, but I'm not in the market for a GT350. Explain the difference between cross plane and golly. Anyway, the difference between a Voodoo and a regular Coyote. I can't even think right now. Go ahead and explain that to us in a short description if you can. That's it. Flat plane. Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't think today. Cross plane crank versus flat plane crank. Yes. What is the difference, and what difference does that make? It's kind of what I'm wondering. And I'm also kind of wondering why these places that sell these engines out of Mustangs and stuff. I mean, I know the 350 is a less produced car, but man, they want a ton of money for that drivetrain. It's ridiculous. I mean, you could buy a Coyote and a blower, a nice blower, for what they're asking for, the engine and transmission. Is ridiculous. Hang on, let me answer a text here. Let's see. The Voodoo res is very high, around 8,200 is what I heard. It has the Tremec 6-speed. Like I said, I hear they're badass. Yeah, I think at least 8,000 RPM is what you can rev them to, right? I don't know what the limiter is, but maybe Ken will straighten us out on that. Maybe he's typing. Sorry, guys. Just responded to some text here. Let's see. G-Funk says more vibration too. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the 350. I've never even ridden one. I mean, I've seen them, I've looked at them, but that's about it. I hear you can adjust the shift points with the heads-up display. The 350R is probably one of the coolest cars I've seen on the internet. Yeah, the 350R, from what I understand, is supposed to be badass. But I don't know too much about them. Definitely having Mustang withdrawals and misbagging those gears while driving downtown weekends. I hear you, man. I hear you. I miss my 16. I miss driving my 16, but and I probably would drive it more to work. But I said before, I go through construction to work and back, and it's several miles of construction. There's just no way I'm gonna drive that car through there, especially once I get the new front fascia and that stuff. Man, there's no way I'm gonna drive it through there. Oh, so G-Funk says they do. I saw car fix. They broke both engines down. So what caused the vibration? They say what caused it? Says maybe I can take some footage of one. I think there's a dealer in San Antonio, but I think they sold it yesterday. Yes, man. See if do they even let you test drive a GT350? I don't even know. I mean, I've been to the dealer several times and I hadn't even asked. I just look at them. I don't even dare ask about it because that's not in my price range. But if you could test drive one, that'd be pretty badass, and just take some video. Let's see. Cross-plane crank journals are in 90 degrees apart from each other. Flat plane crank journals are 180 degrees apart, so the crank is better set up for higher revs. Trying to follow that. So crank journals are in 90 degrees apart from each other. As far as the rods, I'm assuming 90 degrees. Okay, I think I follow you. So 180 degrees. So I got you. I think I'm with you. Stang Giant, what's going on, man? Yeah, see if you can test drive one. I don't know if they'll let you, but so let's see. The cross plane is 90. The flat plane is 180. So which one does the GT350 have? It has the cross plane. Or the flat plane. I don't even know. That shows how much I've paid attention to the 350. It's not in my price range, so I don't even bother. I know it's a badass car, though. Let's see. Would anyone else be interested in seeing an upload from me on the 350R? I know I'm a Chevy guy, but like to give you all the content you want. I say yes. My opinion. I mean, I'd love to see a test drive or driving review of a 350R or a 350. I mean, I don't subscribe to too many channels. I know it's just a 6. I know he's got one, but I hadn't really seen too much. So GT350 has a flat plane. Okay. See, that's why I'm not an engine builder. Some of that stuff is beyond my little mind. So says, look at the episode of Car Fix. They take engines apart. Great explanation. I'm gonna have to check that out. So a flat plane, the journals are 180 degrees apart. I guess, okay. So it seems like that'd be less stress on the crank as well, just because of the way the force is applied to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking totally wrong, but Stain Giant says, when I get home, I'm going to upload my new video. Sweet. I actually just edited a video today. It's uploaded, waiting on release tomorrow. And Speed Addict says, I've seen enough GT350 footage. Google the crank and you will see what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up because, like I said, my little mind today is not working. I got so many things going through my head with what to do with these cars and stuff. I can't even think. So what do you guys think about selling Coyote Ugly? I know a lot of you Fox guys in here said no, but as far as to, fund something that would be, or what do you think about the S550 as far as my channel goes? What do you think would be better? It seems like the S550 content brings more views than my Fox body content. The daily driver, it seems like a lot of people do like that because I guess it's more simple stuff and more things that people can relate to. Coyote Ugly, it's kind of, if you don't have a Coyote swap Fox, I guess, people enjoy seeing them and like looking at them, whatever, but I'm not sure they like the videos as much. I don't know. I know on Instagram, at least, the S550 does way better than any of my stuff. So let's see. Arby's, man, quit talking about food. I actually have food on the way, so I may have to cut this live stream short so I can eat, but let's see. Boat Right Racing, what's going on, man? Upgrade alternator would not fit in the bracket. Is there some type of bracket that you can get to your name so you don't have to cut the original bracket? Not sure what we're talking about there with the alternator. I'm hoping to have video out tomorrow. I've just been really busy lately and had to work through the weekend. I understand that, man. If I had my way, I wouldn't be working. I'd be retired right now. That's many years away. Speed Addict 731 says, I need to get a video out. Been under the weather. Damn, man, you've been sick? Hell, YouTubers don't have time to be sick. Always got to be putting out content. Just kidding, man. Hope you feel better. Let's see. If I could afford it, I would just have spend a ton of money a few weeks ago on drag tires in my other vehicles. I hear that, man. I was actually looking at wheels today for my 16, and yeah, they're not cheap. But I do like Billet Specialties makes a pretty badass wheel. But I'm thinking in a drag setup, I want to stick with a bronze wheel. I think I want to do that. They make drag stars in bronze, so I may go that route. I know everybody's got drag stars, but who knows? You can always powder coat. I know that, but damn, a brand new set of wheels and then have them powder coated, much money. Find a GT350 engine and swap it in the Fox. And Stang Giant, actually, we were talking about that a little earlier. They want a ton of money for those. It's ridiculous. For the engine transmission and say, harness and that kind of stuff, it's over 10 grand. It is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And Demon says, I don't know much about the new stuff. Yeah, and I'm kind of slowly learning the new stuff. Even though I have the Coyote Swap Fox and the 16 GT, I'm still trying to wrap all this new stuff around my head. Ken's got a good grip on it, though. Oh, so you're under the weather because you're missing the 17? Is that what I'm gathering, Ken? Retarded or retired? Probably a little bit of both, DV. Probably a little bit of both. Do those brown rims look badass? I want to get a set. Yeah, because I do want to keep, kind of the theme I have going with my 16. I will be keeping the wheels that are on it. They will serve street duty. And I do want to get a drag setup, though, obviously, for it. And I do want to keep it bronze, although there are some other wheels out there that are badass. But I really wouldn't want to spend, like $3 grand just for the wheels. You're not even talking tires. So I don't know. We might have to keep that on the less expensive side. See, go old school on 16. Get old school set of well drag lines. I think they would look awesome. Dude, do they make it 18-inch drag light? Because that's what it would take. And that's another thing that's been running through my head is what do I do with the brakes on my car? Mine is a performance package car, so it does have the Brembos, and they are heavy as hell. Now Stang Mode went with did he go with bare brakes? But he went with a lighter setup, drag brakes. I just don't know how well they would hold up, for the street. I think they would be okay if you don't drive it a whole lot, but I'm not sure. So that's one reason I like the foxbody Air. Not expensive to work on. That's true unless you have a Coyote swap fox, then they can get pricey or more pricey. But I don't know. You build a badass push rod, you're gonna spend a ton of money doing that as well. So, Boatwright says upgraded to a larger amp, but it hitting the original bracket where you bolted at the top, and it's like it missed. On the fox body, right? If you upgrade to a 3G, if you're running the stock alternator bracket, you do have to trim the bracket. It hits, and I'm sure Demon Fox can attest to this, and Ken, G-Funk, probably all these Fox guys in here. You have to trim off, I believe, on the bottom of the bracket and maybe some at the top. It actually hits and keeps it from going all the way over. So, yeah, that is typical Fox Body 3G upgrade there. So, let's see. And DV says I got a hookup on Raystar rims. Really? We might have to talk about that. Mix it up, put a push rod in your 16. I actually thought about that. I wonder how that would. That's a heavy car though. You have to build a Windsor 351 or something, and that would break the internet. Probably so. Has anybody done that? I don't even know. Maybe I'll either buy a clean Fox body or a 68 coupe and restore it. Maybe I can make that happen in a couple years. Jay-Z, my suggestion, if you want a clean Fox body, buy it now because they are not going down in price. I can tell you that much. Jack says, I know people. I'm kind of a big deal, like poor man's SS. Street Speed 717. Yep. You are kind of a big deal, Jack. I have to trim mine and bolt it right up. A 3G with a stock alternator bracket and a Fox body, I've always had to trim them. Fox are only going up in price. That's right. Fox bodies are getting ridiculous. As y'all know, I was looking for a coupe and looking for a super clean one. And for a super clean, at least a coupe, super clean coupe, that's like low mileage or something like that. I mean, expect to be at least 15,000. That's ridiculous. G-Funk said had to trim mine bottom right. Demon said bolted right up. Interesting. I wonder if there was a particular year or make and model alternator you got. That's kind of crazy. I've always had to trim the alternator bracket. I know a guy who knows a guy that can give you a badass deal. I don't have a title, so don't ask a question. And G-Funk said I bought mine from LMR. I bought a what was it? I think was it 94, 95 or 96? They started with the 3G alternators. That's what I've always bought, just to for a Mustang. So maybe there is one out there that you don't have to trim. I don't know. Someone want to do that. Is there a different way like getting a different door bracket. They come out by then. I don't know if there's anything there. I've always just trimmed them. If you do it, neatly, I mean, you can't see it when alternator's in place. So for me, it's no big deal, and it's not bad. You don't have to trim off much. Just see where it's hitting, trim a little bit, check it again. If you have to trim more, do that, until it clears, until it goes all the way to the bolt hole. Demon Fox says he runs the V6 ones. For what year? 94 up? And does Fox Ruster actually sell Fox bodies? I believe they have, and they're selling them. They're actually putting their Georgia car up for auction, which was a Georgia State Trooper car. I'm hungry. I see, I'm gonna be like Ken right now. Food's here, and I'm sitting here live. Somebody looking back and forth. Food live. All my car products, and even thinking about buying another one, has to be put on the back burner for a while. Fixing to build somewhat tiny house, 30 by 40 shop. Yeah, man. First things first. You need a shop to put cars in, right? Let's see. Ken says, got to go get a video together before all my subs unsubscribe. Check you out tomorrow or Thursday live. All right, Ken. Appreciate you coming in, man, making an appearance. Appreciate that. And hope you feel better, dude. Bro Right says, I have the Power Master. Yeah, man. I would just trim that bracket, dude. I think that's about your only choice, unless you go with the alternator bracket where it's got just the bottom piece and then uses the bar to tension the belt. Ken said, get your ass to work. Oh, man, I'm not even watching my own live stream. How stupid am I? Kind of. Yeah, but I need. I need my fries, and I need some ranch though. All right, so let's see. Jay-Z said, better get a video. Better get a video for y'all. I'll check you guys next time. All right, Jay-Z, appreciate you coming in, man. And my tea too. I get tea. This is the world's smallest pack of fries. Here's a plate. Let's see. I buy from a buddy of mine $25 a month. Dang. $25 for a 3G alternator? Thank you, sir. That is cheap. What's that right here? What's that really doing? Or is that just the deal that you get because you know them? Are they used? Are they new? Salty says I sent Ken a text that they asked him to pull my finger. What happens when you pull your finger? DV says, hey, Candy.
Hi.
Candy says, hi. Come say hi. Candy's going to make an appearance. Oh, man, the dang thing came off again. It's a good thing I looked.
Hey, y'all.
There's the other Chevy fan.
How's everyone doing?
That we have in our little group of YouTubers. That's a question for everybody. Have we asked that before? Should you start your own channel? Did we ask that?
Yes, you have.
And they all said yes.
Not everybody.
I know.
I guess.
Who said it was depending if it was like makeup and stuff?
All these things said, so where's the channel?
Oh, he owns a junkyard. I got you.
As soon as that Nova starts running, then maybe, just maybe, if y'all are good, I'll do a channel.
I'm saying, how the way Gearhead does right now.
Hey, Demon.
Yeah, see, Salty wants to know when your channel
I
starts.
just told him.
I know, but I just got that far. I was still further up. Chevy Sparks rule. Do they? Let's LS swap a Chevy Spark.
Oh my god.
Crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
We're going in circles.
what's his name? I can't think of his name. He Coyote swapped that Fusion.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Oh, it's badass. Matt Sopa. Before Fusion, he put a Coyote in it. I showed you that before.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cute.
Oh, it's badass. We'll see you later, Stang Giant.
Right. There we go.
And Bo Rice says, thanks for input. No problem. That's what we're here for, to help each other out. Sam Crack doing.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
What is Sam Crack doing to Pizza Car? What? Check out Underground Garage on YouTube. Salty says that your channel will blow up like Woman Driver. That's the name of her channel. It's going to turn into a full-time job.
Yeah.
Well, you get.
Hurry up and get started, man.
You get what you call it. And then you do YouTube full-time. And then, you have to use your intro because everybody knows your intro by now.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
What's going on? Welcome back.
I think if you did a channel, it'd be awesome. With the Nova?
Gotta fix it first.
Well,
I that's have a channel with nothing on it.
But that's the thing. You start the channel when we're doing the build. Then you got a series of videos already. Yeah. Sam Crack channel. Rico channel. He fixed a Domino's pizza car. Domino's gave him crap. Do it? Yes, female channels always do well.
All right, if y'all are wrong.
No, they do. I'm telling you. Especially if you get in there and do a massive burnout. And once we finish the Nova, just get in and burn the damn tires off. They'll love that.
And then you'll buy me new ones?
No. No, you burn all your tires off, you have to buy your own tires. I bought the ones that are on it. Yeah, see?
Because you wanted to.
Salty says female channels always do great. They do.
All right, Salty, just for you. Can we get me a channel? We're going to work on the car this weekend. And it's on me.
And yes, so just to let you guys know, the plan is to get back started on the Nova this weekend. So if all goes as planned, be on the lookout for some Nova content. Demon Fox said that female channels do good if you show some skin. I disagree. Because 1320 chick channel, I mean, she's over 10,000 subscribers, I think. But I think it's because she races. No. I think it's because she races, but I mean, if you get on your channel with that Nova and sit there and do burnouts and
a lot of skin to show now. When you're fat, you got a lot of skin to show. More than enough to go around. How much y'all want?
Dima said I'll come down and help. Man, if you want to come down, we plan on working on it Saturday. If you come down, you're more than welcome. Let's see. Somebody said, think about it now for at least 20 minutes. I think you should sell the swap box and build a 16. It would be a cool build and bring a lot of, and that's what I'm thinking, dude. Honestly, you know, that's my thought. You know, I think it'd be really good for the channel. I think it'd be a really fun car, and it would save me money because I'm not trying to build two cars.
Right.
I would just have the one. So.
Save me money. You buy stock in Target.
Do what?
Yeah.
What is that?
I said, do back those channels do good too?
Hmm. Oh, what?
I said,
I missed the fat part you said.
Fat Girls channels do good too.
Used to be part of the Fox family with your daily. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably always have a Fox body. And, you know, if I can get a little cheapo daily or something, then the daily Fox could turn into a nice car. Because it, you know, it wouldn't take much for that car, really. I mean, I wouldn't build it to make a ton of power or anything like that, you know. Just a nice Fox. So, I mean, paint job would probably be the most expensive thing. Salty says, after the Nova is done, you got to build a V8 Vega. He wants you to build a Vega when the Nova is done.
Okay. Tell me to bring it on over and I'll fix it.
She said if you bring a Vega over, she'll build it. So let's see.
How about a Chevy P?
He said or a Monza. Chevy Monza?
Oh, Mom.
Monza?
Oh, Mom.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like that Chevy Volt idea with the LS in it. Oh my God. That would be insane.
I think we'll have wheels.
I think it would pop wheelies on the street just
Oh,
because
yeah.
you have to put it like rear engine.
That's too small. It's a big tractor.
DV says, got to run. Mama is almost home. All right, man. Take it easy. And G-Funk said he was going to say Monza for you also. Demon Fox says, I'm sure it will help the channel, but I think just don't sell it just for that. Look at Foxcast Media with the swap cars. Maybe show it more. Well, see, that's the problem, you know, is if I build the 16, you know, it financially doesn't make sense to build both. One of them's not going to get driven. And, you know, the 16 having all the creature comforts. You know, I mean, I could get in Coyote Ugly now and drive it all up and down the street. You know, it don't matter. It'll drive on the street, but it doesn't have the creature comfort. So, you know, when I build a 16, it's going to happen, but I will want to drive that more because it has the creature comfort. Salty said he had a Monza with a 454 in it way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing we could do is you'll have the LS Swap Nova, you get another car and build with an old school big block in it. It's be nasty.
And then we'll need a big shot.
We don't need a bigger shop because Coyote Ugly might be leaving.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. G-Funk said, did you see the Monza on Roadkill? using leaf blowers for turbos. I may have seen something like that on YouTube. I didn't watch it though. I need to. Let's see, if you're like me, that's something because funds are going into another project. Exactly. So yeah, if I'm building the 16, that's going to take time, a lot of time. And, that's time not being spent on Coyote Ugly. So the car's going to sit. And then once the 16 is built, obviously I'm going to want to drive it. So, yeah, I mean, Coyote Ugly would sit. I kind of want to find somebody that, is looking for something like that and, wants to go to the track. And that's the whole point of that car is, something quick that you can just get in, it's reliable, you take to the track. Well, except that has some misfire issues. But still, you can get in it, take to the track, run some passes, load up and go home. It's not pretty. It doesn't have to be. It's just built to do one thing. Bow ride. All right, man. We'll see you later. Let's see. Yeah, seeing it's just a 6 done that also. All right, Demon Fox. Take it easy, man. Hit me up if you're free Saturday at all. Let me know. All right, so what else to talk about? But yeah, so lots to figure out with 16. I'm definitely gonna build the car, and I guess I got to figure out how far I want to go with it. The good thing about that car is, it can make enough power to be fast, and also have, like I said, all the creature comfort. So I think it'd be a really fun car. I just got to figure out, all the details and see which way I want to go. But once I do, then I'm gonna start gathering some stuff for it, and then we'll see if I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell Coyote Ugly, get that going. I need to sit down and make a big long list of what all was on that car. I may try to take it one more time to track. I probably will. Take it one more time to track because I did get that fuel system in there. The only thing I got to do now is re-gap the plugs and put the new tune in. So I most likely will take it one more time, at least one more time to track. And it may not sell, so that could be a problem. But we'll see. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. I mean, I'm not gonna let somebody just steal it from me basically or lowball me. That ain't happening. G-Funk, see everyone check out my Crazy Face Bummer cars. Make them job on the new video. All right, we'll check it out. Take it easy, man. But yeah, so build a 16, not quite sure power adder wise, but definitely boost and hopefully at some point lots of it and manual transmission. I really want to get back into shifting gears, so I think a manual is a must. I'm surprised that I missed doing that actually, but it's a lot of fun. All right, not many comments. Is there anything that anybody else wants to talk about? Any questions you have, anything like that I can try to answer? Anyone? All right, so no questions? I'll give you a couple of seconds to see if anybody chimes in. Okay, I do quarter mile, 8 mile. I love quarter mile. I would prefer to run quarter mile. The closest track to me is quarter mile, but of course, that all depends. I've run both. Back in the day when I was first starting drag racing, most of the time we went to the 8 mile track. But we would go at least 2 times a week, and mostly 8 mile, but love the quarter mile. There's nothing like the quarter mile, honestly, for me. So that's what I prefer to run. But I mean, if I have to, if I need to, test the car out or whatnot, like the last time I took Coyote Ugly, I really wanted to go run quarter mile, but they had changed their schedule and they weren't open. And I really want to go to the track, so I settled for 8 mile. I just went to the 8 mile track. I mean, sometimes you just got to get that fixed, so that's what you do. But definitely prefer quarter mile. All right, well, I've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes, and so I'm not sitting here eating in front of you guys. Uh-oh. Salty says a little trivia for Pony and Candy. Hey, Salty has some trivia for us.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Wait. I was just about to jump off, and then he said, yeah, he has some trivia, so let's see what he says.
Fat girls channels do well. No. What did he say?
I'm waiting. I guess he's typing. He said, okay, without looking on your phones, where's your phone at? Okay. She don't have her phone, and mine is actually watching my live stream, so.
You should be an expert at this.
You? That phone don't ever leave that hand. I'm surprised it's not in your hand.
You hush your mouth. Okay, what's the thing?
And we're waiting. He's typing on you. This ought to be good. Coming from Salty, I don't know. It could be anything. I feel bad eating in front of people.
I'm not homeless. I said they're not homeless.
When growing up, counting your house. Okay, when growing up, counting your house and all your friends, which were the most viewed TV shows you would see on just about everyone's TV? Facts of Life.
Brady Bunch.
Yep, Brady Bunch. What was the
Chips.
What was the Drummonds? What was that?
Oh, Different Strokes.
Yep, Different Strokes. Chips, definitely.
Silver Spoon. Gilligan's Island.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey Mouse Club.
What was the show?
Who was in it?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of his name. I think the guy that was the $6 Million Man?
Steve.
Was it? There's a show with a truck, with a lifted truck.
MacGyver?
No.
Lifted truck.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible Hulk?
No. Oh, but that was one of the shows, The Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno.
Wonder Woman.
I said, okay, now nighttime soaps. I guess you would have called them.
Dynasty.
Oh yeah, and what's the one? Who Shot JR? What's that one? Dallas. Right.
Yeah, and
what else? That's usually when I would not be watching TV.
Gosh.
Because it would bore me.
90210.
Well, I guess you could say 90210. That's more high school.
Oh, Little House on the Prairie.
Uh-huh.
And
He said Dallas had to be number one.
What was the very end?
Little House was a big one.
Yes.
So do you have like a top list of shows or what?
All in the Family, yeah. Sanford and Son.
That was more of a comedy.
I love that show.
Your dad
Big dummy.
That's where your dad gets his yard from.
I was like, you big dummy. Was JJ
Oh, Good Times.
Yeah, that's it. Full House.
He used to love Good Times.
They're supposed to do a reunion, a Full House reunion.
See, Full House was more when I started getting into my teens and stuff. So
yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Sanford and Son, yeah. What was his wife's name that he'd always be like, I'm coming to see her or whatever?
Oh no.
Like he's having a heart attack.
What is that one with that lady and the girls? They went to school and they're all
Facts of Life?
Yeah, there you go.
We said that.
Oh.
I think you said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's that awesome memory.
Yes. Oh yeah.
He said a new Full House is on Netflix with them growing up.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. But they're supposed to do like a whole reunion with everybody.
I thought that was Brady.
Lori McLaughlin, I think is her name.
Mm-hmm.
They're not sure if she's going to show up because of that deal with paying the school.
He says
the Waltons. Oh my God! Good night, John Boy.
Oh yeah. What was your number one Christmas show that was not a cartoon? What is it? Christmas Story, right? With Ralphie.
I never seen that.
You ever seen Christmas Story? Isn't that what it's called?
No.
Yeah, you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
Oh my God.
And if I did, there goes my memory. Christmas show that wasn't a cartoon.
And then
I don't remember. The only thing I remember was Snoopy. Oh, and
well, some of the shows weren't necessarily a cartoon. They were, I guess it was still animation or something. But
what's that one?
You said you have to give that for her to watch, right? You have not seen that? That's the one that he had the leg lamp. The dad had the leg lamp.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. Well, what's that other movie that I haven't seen? Ken was like, we gotta watch it.
Oh, Dazed and Confused. She has not seen Dazed and Confused.
I'm always Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, she is Dazed and Confused, so she don't need to see it.
Trying to think.
A Christmas movie, like back in the day.
Oh,
didn't Elvis do a lot of Christmas movies?
He did.
Well, what's the one with dang, what is his name? It was black and white.
I was gonna say
the guy who worked at a bank or something. No.
Chevy Chase?
This is old.
Well, didn't he do a Christmas thing?
It's not a Christmas story. Man, I'd have to get on my phone. Like I don't remember the stuff. Hala says the first Die Hard is my number. Oh, yeah. You can consider that a Christmas movie?
I think I remember that.
Oh, wait, Die Hard? Or how about Lethal Weapon?
I love that.
Lethal Weapon, because, that was during Christmas, the first movie. But Die Hard, yeah. It's a Wonderful Life. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I was just trying to think of.
I just said.
It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah, because you said that. So I was like, oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, but that's the one, the black and white one I was telling you about. I forget the guy's name.
Seen that one.
James Stewart. There you go.
Okay. Oh yeah, what is it?
Lethal Weapon 1 is when it was during Christmas. It started off where the girl jumped off the building and landed on the car.
Was he like sitting on the toilet?
Who?
And
that was.
And the toilet blew up.
Where Danny Glover was sitting on the toilet.
Was it Danny Glover?
Yeah, I think that was 2. I think that was Lethal Weapon 2.
I like that one. That was fun. So.
The toilet one is 3.
Oh, is it 3? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember.
But the first Lethal Weapon had Gary Busey in it.
Oh gosh.
And dude, that dude's crazy though. But yeah, those are good movies. How about Mad Max? I know it's not a Christmas movie, but
oh well, this ain't Christmas, but it's Magnum PI.
Oh well, that would have been one of your evening shows.
Yes. Oh my God.
Magnum
Tom
PI.
Selleck and his scary ass chin. Tight ass baby.
48 Hours. Oh yeah.
Oh, Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. That scary ass.
What about X-Files? You probably didn't watch that. I used to watch that all the time. Oh yeah, X-Files.
I love 48 Hours. 60 Minutes?
Huh?
Oh wait.
You know he's talking about 48 Hours.
Yeah. I'm thinking because I was like Magnum. Okay. What was the other one? It's not a Christmas movie. Hawaii Five-0.
Oh, what about Miami Vice? Holy crap, Miami Vice.
God. What was his name? Don Johnson?
It's 60 Minutes. He laughed. My comfy coat.
Coach.
What? My comfy. Sorry, but I had daughters.
Oh, for Hawaii Five-0. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, is that the one with the midget?
No, that was Fantasy Island.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that was another good one, Fantasy
I
Island.
love that guy.
What did they say at the beginning?
Pretty tall for a short guy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. Coach. I remember Coach. I used to watch it. That was funny as hell.
What's that?
It was a show. He was a what is that guy's name? Because wasn't he in like some kind of more serious show or a soap opera or something? And he did Coach. I can't remember his name.
You got me.
But what were you talking about?
Look at you. That
Brain,
memory.
Brain fart bad right then. It just happened.
Yeah, I wonder what Don Johnson's doing these days.
Call him.
No.
See what old Don's up to.
What about what is that? Smokey and the Bandit?
Smokey and the Man was a movie.
Oh, I'm thinking about movies now. Because I don't do.
But you had BJ and the Bear. Oh, Starsky and Hutch. Oh my God.
Flipper. Yeah, I'm just naming off stuff that I remember.
Hollow Heart said, I think his name is Craig Nelson. Okay, yeah. I think that's right.
Anybody but me watch Flipper? I was a Flipper fan. That's what I'm talking about. I used to love it.
What about Lassie?
Oh, yes, I love Lassie.
Lassie, Leave It to Beaver.
That's what I was just thinking. I was trying to think of the mom's name. Yes, it was black and white. But then I think
Flipper though, really.
Wait. I think it was color, but it was just like low budget looking.
Like they colored it after they filmed it.
It's like really. I don't know. You make me want to look it up on YouTube now. I want to watch a Flipper.
I know we're gonna be watching tonight. We're gonna be looking at YouTube and all these other shows. Y'all naming little black and white shows now. Most of them I do remember. And we're old, man. We are old people.
Oh yeah.
Seeing you guys are ready to get offline. See we can do that for hours.
I knew Burger King.
Stuff like that.
I knew Burger King when he was a prince, and Dairy Queen when she was a princess. So that's how old I am.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
36. We're not too much older. I'll be 46 this month. Okay, so this month, October 24th is my birthday. I'll be 46. If anybody cares to send me a birthday present, please feel free to do so.
Huh? What?
I need a supercharger or turbo setup for 2016 Mustang. I can see you. So mine was black and white all the time. My room was a little 13-inch black and white TV. Dude, I had the same thing. You had to actually turn the damn dials.
Did you put foil on it?
Only got a couple stations. Man, my brother, okay.
Whole family be watching TV. Your dad's like, get up and change the channel. Oh, I don't want to do it.
My brother decided he was going to try to build his muscles, right? So the back of the TV on the top, it had a handle. And he was sitting here.
Oh, my God.
Lift the TV because he tried to build muscles.
Did it fall?
Yeah,
I was thinking it was going to crack,
And yeah, he said, yes, I have full and rabbit ears. Now, here's one for you, for the guys.
Else?
Hang on. What?
Okay. No, I just wonder if anybody else knew Burger King when he was a princess. Burger King, she was a princess.
So everybody that's still in
or
here.
Is it just me?
Now you made me forget what I was going to say.
Oh my God, who's old?
Oh, do you remember when you first got cable TV? I remember.
No.
You don't?
No, because I think by that time I had a job.
First cable TV, you had to put it. You had an adapter that went to the
VCR?
the UHF antenna. It had two prongs. You wired it in, and that plugged into the cable.
But didn't it go
Then
into
you
like
had you had a small box, and all it displayed was a channel number. And you had to, I think you had to push it manually.
What year did that come out?
Oh, he said yes, and the cable box was a turn knob.
I don't remember that.
That was back in.
What year was that?
We moved down here in 82, so.
Because I've lived all over the world.
What was that, like 83, 84? Voodoo 50, what's going on, man? Stupid fast truck, what is happening? Kind of on the pole and bootlegged it for a few months.
What did he say?
He's on my cable and climbed up on the pole and bootlegged it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe at age 4. Yeah, the adapter piece had like a switch. Yeah. Yep. That's like your video games back then. You had to flip the switch. You had to flip the switch though. Yeah. Yep.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh yeah.
What?
And then the big thing for us was like in our rooms, we had to have that tall stereo stack, with dual cassette players, the record player,
the house speaker,
and it had the tall. Well, I'm saying in your room, you wanted the setup, and if you could make other people tapes, like if you could, oh my god,
the dual.
Like if you could take an album and make a tape, because I had
you making tapes?
Van Halen 1984. That album, the guy made me a tape off the album. And I was like, yes.
Oh my
I had
God.
to pay for it.
You gotta play it and then rewind it. Wait a few minutes. Oh, that's not the part I want to hear. Hold on. Let me rewind that one more time.
I said, remember the show Fat Albert? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Robert Bray. Her name was June.
Ooh.
Whose name was June?
Dairy Queen?
Dairy Queen?
I don't know.
What is this crazy talk about possibly selling the Fox? Did you hit your head?
That is in the plans.
I hit my head on my 2016 Mustang, and it told me that you're going to build me. But that's the whole point. Selling the Fox would be to clear up some time and funds for the 16.
Oh, y'all had the whole entertainment center, huh?
So the stupid fast truck said, now the kids don't even know what dial-up was. Yeah.
AOL.
Remember that horrible sound at the beginning? Yes. And then somebody picked up the phone and cut you off the internet? You're mad. You're just pissed. I'm online.
Well, when we didn't have cell phones and stuff, everybody had that one phone on the wall with the longest cord. Stretched like forever. You go in the bathroom.
About 100-foot cord by the time. Started off as 25 feet. He said our living room TV was big, floor cabinet, 25-inch color TV on one side, and stereo with a turn. Yep. And you remember the first projection TVs? They had the 3 large, the red, what was it? The red, green, and blue bulbs that faced the TV. It was a projection TV. They were massive TVs too.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah. And Voodoo says for the Shelby killer, yes, man. The problem is that if I build the 16, or when I build the 16, I'm gonna want to drive that car. It's got all the. Huh?
You watch my spoons.
Oh, you can. It's got all the creature comforts.
It was fun.
And it would be a really awesome car, and I think it'd be better for the channel. But the problem is, if I'm driving and working on one car, something's gonna sit. So Coyote Ugly would sit, and then at the same time, if I build the 16 the way I want to, it should be fast, and I won't want to get it back in anything that's slower, and I won't be able to build both. So that's kind of the gist of it there. So find somebody that is in a situation, for the money, getting something and race it if they want to, and have fun. Let's see. Stupid Fast Truck said bye. Feel like me, there's only so much money to go around. Exactly. I mean, you still got to have money for everything else. So, right? I mean, you're always going to have bills to pay. So, yeah. I miss my AC myself. And, it's not just about the AC, it's just, I think it would be more fun. And, I said earlier in the stream, I'll be getting the 777 front fascia. Hopefully the Cervini hood is going to look like a 2020 GT500. I mean, it's going to look so badass, and I'm just going to want to drive this car all the time. And, why not make it fast? Why not just, go all out, or as my budget allows, go as far as it'll, as my budget will take me. I think it'll be a fun car, and I see a lot of people on YouTube, with the newer cars, and I just kind of want to do that now, And I want to keep it a manual transmission. I really want to keep it manual, at least for a while. It depends on how. Now, if I'm breaking transmissions left and right, obviously it'd be stupid to keep trying to, do that, and maybe go auto then. But man, really, there's nothing like clutch jumping on a set of slicks, and it's awesome. I miss it so much. Let's see. I think it should be a pretty quick sale, being that it is so close to Christmas. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it depends on what people want. I don't know. It's obviously geared towards drag racing. It's, as Ken would say, it's a drag car, is what he would say. I say it's a street car, but it is geared heavily towards drag racing. I don't know. Maybe somebody would. Hopefully somebody wants it, and hopefully somebody's willing to, pay what I'll be asking for it. I mean, if I don't get what I think is, a fair price, then I won't sell it. I just won't. That hood, badass. The Cervini hood, the GT500 style. Yes. It will almost turn my car into a GT500. I get this stuff done to it, the fascia and the hood. I drive down the street and people are going to swear it's a GT500. I bet there'll be a lot of people that'll ask me that, but yep. But that's the thing, I can't see doing all these cool things with the car and making it look so badass and not drive it, not do anything with it. Because right now the car sits, which is okay sometimes, because I'm not racking up miles on it or whatever. But, still, I don't rack up miles on Coyote Ugly, And so, and I just think it would be awesome to take it to even a car show. And, I want to start doing some things with, hopefully with Determined Veteran, maybe some car shows and stuff, to benefit veterans and whatnot. And so, take it to a car show. It looks like a GT500. You pop the hood and there's, a set of big twins or a big ass blower under the hood or something like that, just be an awesome car. And then, be able to back up those looks, you know what I mean? So you can change that a little before you sell it and put adjustable seat tracks in. Actually, the driver's seat, you can adjust it. It has the, trying to think, where did I get it from? I get it from Team Z. I can't remember, but if any of y'all remember Holcomb Motorsports, they used to have a seat bracket that mounted to the floor, a bunch of, slots in it to where you could mount a seat, you can move it back and forth, but also have the side brackets so you can change the angle and everything. So the seat is adjustable. You just can't hop in it and adjust it right then. I mean, you could sit in it, figure out where it needs to be, and you can move it. So it is adjustable that way, but it doesn't have sliders, I guess you'd say. But you got to carry that hood wrap from the swap to your 16. I actually had a guy that I was talking to before Mustang Week that I wanted to do a type of wrap for the car. And I don't know what happened, but he just kind of quit answering me. And I mean, he said that's what he did for a living, but I couldn't nail him down. I was like, I'm ready to have something happen now. I'm ready to put, some kind of graphics or some sort of half wrap or something on the car. And I just never could nail him down. But I think that was a good idea with the hood. Incorporate that. Now the Cervini hood has got the vents in the middle. I was thinking about gloss black, but I could do the flag on there. That would be pretty badass, I think. And Voodoo, hey there, guys, just want to drop in, trying to catch these live videos. All right, man, appreciate you stopping by, really do, and take it easy, man. Stang Giant is back. Well, it has been an hour and 42 minutes, and I actually do have more food waiting for me. So that is what's happening right now, right this moment. I believe I'm going to put Coyote Ugly on the market probably within the next week or so. Maybe. I do want to go to the track first, so I do need to regap the plug. So I'll probably wait on that. I don't have to get in a hurry with selling it. I'm obviously not in a huge hurry with the 16 because we do have the Nova to build. So I do want to take it to the track one more time. I would love to see it run a 10 in the quarter. That would be icing on the cake. And I could say 10-second street car, Coyote swapped, here you go. But, I think I'm going to do that. All you got to do is regap the plugs, download a new tune, and she's ready to go. The new fuel system or the new fuel pump hanger and all that stuff is set up. It's got killer fuel pressure. So after the regap, it'll be good to go. But, yeah, I don't have to be in a hurry. So
maybe I should wrap the Nova one time.
Wrap the Nova?
Yeah. Like a rusty.
You could. That'd be cool.
Like a really rusted look,
You want to talk to them while I eat?
What am I gonna say?
I don't know. You got 8 people in here. Salty's in here. Stang Giant's in here. Voodoo had to take off. I was about to jump off.
I gotta make my goals and.
So you got some projects. Yeah, because I gotta finish eating. I'm starting.
Oh, what's that?
Email.
Twitter. You have Twitter?
Yeah, I don't use it. I was trying to do my channel and stuff, but nobody follows me. Nobody follows me on Twitter.
Do you blame them?
So I quit tweeting.
Hey, Stang Giant.
But anyway, so yeah, I don't have to be in a hurry. I do want to get at least one more track trip out of Coyote Ugly before she goes. So yeah. I want to run that 10. I really do. And I think I'll do it with cooler weather. Yeah, Salty says he don't use Twitter anymore.
So should I wrap it?
So Salty, what do you think? Stang Giant, what do you think? Wrap the Nova with a
because
kind of a rusty.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? He has a Mustang, but he's got that rusted wrap on it. I really love that.
I don't know. There's a girl that has that too. Remember? Who has that?
No, but we see him all the time at Mustang Week. I can't remember. His name is
Well, there's F-Bomb, but his looks more like a fighter.
That's not. Yeah, it's not him.
But he knows him, I think. I can't remember. I don't know.
He's got a beard.
But I think there's a chick that has one like that too. Because I think I showed you one time. Sounds like this is a chick's car.
Yeah, but hers wasn't all that as nice as that Mustang one that I like. He's always at Mustang Week. Well,
Salty said, "What look would you be going for?"
It's like the Let me find on my Instagram.
Stan Jack, when you get 100 subs, you go live. Yes, I highly suggest going live. It's weird because it's one thing to talk to a camera, but now you're actually talking to people. So but you're the only one that's actually talking. Now there's a chat and people comment. It's really weird, but yes, I do suggest going live. When you hit 100 subs, definitely go live. It's it's really good for the channel. Watch time, watch minutes, views, all that.
Wasn't there a Boomstang?
Oh, Boomstang? Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Search.
But he's not in there.
You type in.
He's not there anymore.
Is it Boom Space? Uh-huh. Oh, it could be. Let's see.
No, because this thing was up.
You're at 22? Man, keep at it, dude. I mean, you got to keep putting the videos out and get YouTube, whatever you call it, get YouTube on your side, basically. Put out the content, and so they'll push your videos. The more you put out, the better off you'll be. It says, yeah, that guy was one of the Boosted Boys videos.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. There he is. That one. Can you guys see that?
Did you share that? Or?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. See,
what is? I'm trying to read Doomstang, not Boomstang.
Oh.
Doom.
Okay.
Click his name. Click his name right there. Right there.
Oh, see, it's not there.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Maybe he got rid of. So were they able to see it?
No, I don't know.
Let's see.
Get closer. Too much light. Oh, there you go.
So that's kind of the wrap, she's thinking about for the Nova, which that'd be pretty badass though.
I think that would be awesome.
You definitely get a lot of attention. Definitely. Underfed, yeah, we're still on here, man. I actually got food to eat. I've been trying to get off for about like 15 minutes.
So yay, nay for the wrap?
So Candy wants to know yes or no on that wrap, the rusted, kind of old car looking wrap.
So these things are different.
Oh, he said, yeah, it's a different one.
That's the way those.
But it would look cool.
Well, then they just need to make them like shiny, just like
stupid fast truck. That's the way all those old Novas look at me.
Yeah, they just need to like paint it with that shiny coat, and just leave it like that.
Have to change the wheels. Why would we have to change the wheels? No, those wheels are staying. I bought those wheels. Lots of guys do those wraps here. If done good, looks good.
Yeah.
A zombie killer wrap? I don't know.
Is that what that is?
That's just like a rusty. I don't know.
He said they don't go at the rallies.
Huh?
So like some black ones? See, because he's got black on his.
Because
black would look good.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. Not every look goes with rallies.
Yeah, I like that. I like what he's got on.
True, but I bought these.
I'm gonna put on the hatchback.
Why? Just sit in the yard.
No, because we're gonna work on that one too.
Speed Addict 731 came back in. What is going on, man? Still out? Yes. I've been trying to eat for a while now, but I hadn't made it. It got dark on me, so no vid. Oh well, tired of stressing the channel. Yeah, man, take it easy. Kick your feet up, dude.
Look at how rusty the front of it is. I'll show you.
Get closer. You gotta get closer. So it changes. Get closer. Closer.
Closer? That's close enough. Looks like a koi fish. Can y'all see that?
That's kind of a coyote ugly look.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some black weld wheels would do great with that wrap. Yeah, that fox is pretty cool too. The period correct Nova is jacked up about a foot in the rear.
Yeah, the black one used to be like that.
But this one, I mean, in my opinion, you know, a little bit of tire tuck in the rear looks so good. But some black wheels, actually, Salty. I don't know if you've seen it. There's an emerald green hatchback foxbody that has, I guess it's the Crown Vic wheels. They're 16 or 17 inch. They're steel black wheels, and he's got the chrome center cap. And dude, it looks so good on that car. Something about it looks really good. Got some nice wide tires on it. It looks pretty badass. Something like that would probably look pretty good on it.
Y'all ever have those days when your coworkers all dress up like Teletubbies?
That's your coworkers?
Yes. One's wearing green, purple,
and
the other one's orange.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, why do my coworkers look like Teletubbies today? But anyway, yeah.
You said air shocks or shackles. God, I remember air shocks. You put air in them to raise them up. Oh my God. Robert Bray, what's going on, man? Red, white, blue with flying on the roof.
Well, the Mustang's already like that. It's got all the patriotic stuff on it. See, Salty things in that.
No.
Yeah, the rustic is awesome. I really want that.
Dude, find somebody that does. See how much it costs.
That's you go.
It just happened.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, man. Stupid fast trucks. Stupid fast truck likes the rustic too.
Tell him, Ken.
What does Ken like?
Tell him, Ken. That's his job to look for that rat.
Salty said, "Pow, that's your job."
That's what I'm talking about.
You watch. I'm gonna get kicked off my own YouTube channel too.
All right, move over.
You want to talk to me, Marguerite?
No, I've got to make my ghost.
Yeah,
but you guys are
she's gotta make some ghosts.
You guys are addicting.
See, if you had your own channel, you could just be live all the time.
Yeah.
Robert Bray said graveyard.
Then you'll be like, you're never doing anything. You're always on the computer. You're always live. Blah, blah,
You're always live on YouTube.
That's all I ever hear today.
Robert Bray said graveyard.
He'll be like sitting on this computer, I'm over there just waiting on him. And then he'll come back. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. Then you want to spend time with me.
You're not supposed to talk about that kind of stuff on YouTube Live.
Oh.
This is about Mustangs and cars.
I'm just talking about, we were just talking about how you want me to do this channel thing.
No, they want you to do the channel.
No.
Your future subscribers want you to do this channel.
So you don't.
You can if you want, and I will support it. But they really want to see you. See? SpeedX is Nova content.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's coming, Ken. This Saturday, we have set some time aside. We're going to be out in the shop working on the Nova.
And I want to donate the parts from that to the other Nova, because it really needs some help. The hatchback.
The parts we're going to take off this Nova ain't going to be good for that Nova.
Why?
Because, it's not.
Yes, no.
See, even Ken said, open her channel and make it all about the Nova. That's what everybody's telling her, Ken, but she don't listen. She won't listen.
I'm not going to make a channel if that thing's just sitting there and the parts are all around it.
About to go work on it.
Well, when we get to that point is when we do it. But it's not. I'm not doing a channel.
Ken, you're going to have to talk to her and let her know how this whole YouTube thing works. She's not listening to me.
I won't, Ken. Don't you worry.
Salty said you can put some 22-inch spinners on the Nova.
No.
We are not going to dunk that car out. See, Stupid Fat Trey said all Nova all the time.
That's right. That's what I'm waiting for. This weekend, you guys will have some content.
Until you get another car. Another Chevy.
No. That's my dream car.
I
So
don't know. See, you could get big enough to where all you do is go around saving Novas.
I don't have that time right now.
I'm just saying it could be big enough to where you could quit your job.
I'd rather save dogs.
What?
Dogs, animals. Pimp my ride. It's auto.
It is going to be. It was a inline 6 with a power glide, and now it's going to be a 5.3 with a turbo 350.
It could be. And I think I know where two of them are.
What?
The 67 Chevy 2.
Oh, Chevy 2.
Remember that yard on Hardscrabble? Every time we pass by, that thing is just sitting there rotting.
Is it still there?
I haven't been by there in a long time.
I go by there. Speed at it once the 68 came around. I thought you wanted a Ventura and a Corvette. What else to speed at it want?
It is auto. Yeah, I think it's better. Just auto, not. This doesn't make any sense to me.
He said those two. So he wants those two.
Those two.
Not enough money. Yeah, there's never enough money. Because no matter how much you make.
What are you talking about?
Used to. Who?
Huh?
No, don't. You're my sugar mama. You're the one that gives me all the money. Sugar mama. Too fast trucks that we all have a problem. We do.
Yeah, I used to have a Nissan truck that I used to race.
See, Salty said he can see you banging gears in the old school 4-speed. But you don't like the shift though.
I don't, but my truck was. I just never really didn't really care too much for it because I'm afraid I might tear something up. Shit.
Chippa says hi. Who's Chippa? If I had money, making channels, some big channels. Yeah. I said you ain't lying, dude.
Yeah.
If I had that kind of money, yeah, and maybe the GT 500 killer will get me there. Who knows?
So you're gonna put some of the Nova.
Salty said that's why you got a hubby. That's a mechanic. He can fix it if you break it.
Yeah.
So when she's out doing them nasty burnouts for you guys and breaks an axle,
Jimmy's on the side like, no.
No, it'd be like in slow motion. No.
Kind of like when I fell off the mini bike.
Oh, my hero cat. So is it Chippa or Chirpa? It's more content. Yes, it is more content for the channel. It is. I mean, it's gonna be her car. She's gonna do what she wants to with it. I mean, if she burns it out and blows something up, whatever, I'll be there with the GoPro.
Yeah.
Yes, if I had a huge channel. Yes, I do too.
Because I have to decorate my yard. I'm making some goals.
I'm not ready to get one and give up on modern cars.
Yeah.
But you gotta get her out there in the shop as well. See? You gotta get her out there in the shop as well.
Oh yeah.
On her Nova. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're doing Saturday. She actually texted me today and said, "Are we working on the Nova Saturday?"
It's just been too hot.
If you want.
It's too hot for some candy. I can't.
Candy melts. Candy melts.
I melt.
Okay, quit talking. Okay. You say you gotta go. I gotta.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
I'm trying to get off here. You still talking?
Maybe we'll go live again tomorrow. Who knows?
Oh Lord. You guys created a monster. But anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. That's what's going on with Coyote Ugly. Looks like we're gonna sell her, but I do want to take her to the drag strip at least one more time, shooting for 10s. If it's cool enough, I think the car will do it as long as it doesn't miss or misfire or what it has been doing in the past. I think it'll do it. I really do. So I have another tune for it too. So, but anyway, Robert Bray, man, it would sit if I didn't sell it. So Salty said, night, Candy and Pony. Enjoyed all the fun tonight. Can't stream tomorrow. you're feeling better, or Thursday. So, but anyway, yep, just want to let you guys know in the live stream, you know, what's going on with me and what I'm thinking about doing. And, but that's it. Hopefully you're going to build one badass S550. But I appreciate everybody coming in, spending time with us, and just having a good time talking about whatever other than that. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. And those in here that haven't subscribed, please do it. And we'll see you on the next one.
I have a channel, it's just not up and running. Just go ahead and go to my YouTube and just like it. Subscribe to it.